Howdy y'all, and today I'm actually pretty excited because we are loading up the Escape for a quick trip to Bad Branch State Nature Preserve. So for those of you who may not know the area already, the preserve is actually located on the south side of Pine Mountain near the town of Whitesburg and the Virginia border. The preserve is a bit more than 2,600 acres and is home to Bad Branch Falls, a 60-foot waterfall located a bit more than a mile from the trailhead. I'll be packing my usual camera kit, and if you're curious about what I'm shooting with, I've included that in the description. For this trip, I'm also packing a 35mm Canon AE-1 and a few rolls of Kodak Ektar 100. So after I made it to the falls, I really just kind of wanted to linger around and take in the scene. I grabbed a few shots from a few different angles with the 70 Mark II and the Tokina 11-16mm lens. I was also using a polarizer to cut down on some of the glare coming off the wet rocks. But for the most part, I was really just content to sit down and take it all in. And don't get me wrong, water cascading over a sandstone cliff is always a pretty sight. But to me, the most striking beauty of Bad Branch is found downstream, where the forest is divided by this pristine flowing water snaking in gentle curves atop the land through stands of trees and over smooth stones. And it's there where I was most interested in trying to find some decent compositions. So there's something about the scene right here that I like. That 4-second exposure, f/16, ISO 100. I went and put the Tokina ultra wide on at 11mm. We'll put on a polarizer, cut some of the glare out of the water and on that rock right there that you see right there. This composition set up on the trail here with the Canon AE-1 loaded with a roll of Ektar 100. I don't know about it. I like the way it looks now. I like the way it looks to the viewfinder. I'm at 1/8 of a second, f11. Got it on the timer. Let's see what happens. So this is the part where I had this kind of a cool transition plan to show you some of the film images that I took. I found out a couple of days later, however, that the local film processing shop in Hazard, where I've been going to for years since I was a kid, wasn't going to be processing film anymore. I can't really blame them. In a digital world, I'm sure the profit margin for film development has long since vanished, but for me, that meant I had to take matters into my own hands. So I really hope that you'll forgive me this brief interlude. Okay, so now that that's over, let's proceed. So I found a composition here at the stream that I like. Still got the AE-1 mounted on the tripod with XR 100. I'm shooting at 0.8 of a second and f11. Bad Branch is considered a destination, I suppose, but it's hardly unique in Appalachia. And that's really the beauty of the region. Take a stroll down the road of nearly any holler, and you're breathing the same clean air, hearing the same rustling of the leaves on the ground, hearing the bubbling of the creek that parallels the pavement. In eastern Kentucky, we oftentimes are either defined by others, or even define ourselves by the land on which we live. We're mountain folk, holler dwellers, and even hillbillies. But take a look around at a place like Bad Branch and breathe it all in. Those are names I'll gladly accept if it means this is home.